Speed, stability, and overall being explosive comes from proper footwork. So I wanted today to make a short video about how Fumikiri, Fumikomi, and Hikitsuke work together to make this happen. Ideally, with your footwork, you want to start creating energy and momentum, also allow it to be transferred into your target, and then also have continuity after your technique, so you're safe after you attack, or if you need to attack again, you can do so with stability and speed. So let's break down the footwork that happens when we're attacking. First thing that happens is that you want to start creating momentum with the back leg. You want to start pushing off the ground, and you want to make sure that you push off all the way until the foot leaves the ground. Right at the very end, before the foot leaves the ground, Fumikiri is done, and it's a little kickoff off the floor to make sure that you create a little bit of extra speed at the last moment and just to also carry that momentum forward. Again, it's very important that you keep pushing all the way through, because many people tend to just push off at the beginning and then forget and then end up dragging the back leg. This is a very common mistake. Make sure to avoid it by keeping in mind that you want to push and kick off the ground. That little kickoff has to happen before your shinai makes contact with your target. You want to be off the ground and have that momentum going so you can transfer it into your target. Right after that, Fumikomi happens. And Fumikomi, it's a stomp down on the ground, but you cannot think about it as in you're stomping down, because if you do that, you're gonna cut the momentum off. Instead, you kind of almost want to think about it as if you're running and you want to pull or keep the momentum by pulling yourself forward, taking advantage of the momentum you created with the back leg, but also making sure that you don't cut it by stomping down. Now, Fumikomi has to happen a little bit after your shinai makes contact with your target. The reason for that is because if your shinai is coming down, you're already hitting the ground, most likely your body's gonna try to come up straight, and then you're gonna have fighting forces. Your body's trying to go up while your swords going down, so you're taking away some of the power and the speed that you build up for your shinai. Now, a common mistake that happens when doing Fumikomi is that we treat it as a lunge, right? Because we tend to do lunges as an exercise to build up the muscles for Fumikomi and overall in Kendo. But at the moment of Fumikomi, your foot shouldn't land ahead of you. It almost lands under you, because it's going to be like a step that is going to continue the momentum to keep moving you forward. Now, this also happens in techniques like Hikitsuke, because you want to create that power and you want to continue that power forward, and especially because if you miss, you want to have the opportunity to keep going forward. So make sure that Fumikomi is done as a way to pull you forward. Also, by landing with your leg or your foot ahead of you, you have the chances of landing with your heel, and then you can hurt yourself. So please be careful with that. Hikitsuke, it's something that we have to, a lot of us, keep conscious in order to do it right, to not drag our leg, and just to overall keep our body together. Pulling your legs together after you kick off the ground and at the moment that you're doing the Fumikomi. So this is kind of happening in between. It is easier to do it when you're already used to pushing off the ground, because the leg and the body wants to come forward. If you don't do this properly, and if you're seeing that you're dragging your leg, it could be that you need to be a little bit more conscious about that pull and putting your body together. If you did this correctly, you should have created energy and should be able to transfer it through your arms into the tip of your sword and be able to get a solid impact against your opponent. At the same time, you should have mobility after, so your momentum should be going forward, and you should have the opportunity to either attack again or swiftly go through your opponent or do taatari if you need to. Now, I already made a video about Fumikiri and Fumikomi. You can go check out one of those videos right here. And if you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments. Don't forget, please subscribe to the channel and share this with someone you want their channel to improve. Thank you very much for watching.